Hey, what's up, guys? Robo Smasher here again. Back after a long break. Coming back, trying to put some more effort into the channel. First, I want to start with saying thanks to everyone that was following before, stuck with me, even though I wasn't doing anything. They still subscribed. Um, a lot's changed, since the last video. In the industry, uh, took a break, work life, all that stuff. But back at it, gonna try to make this fun. Put some effort in, get some good videos out for everyone. Dive into some game reviews, gameplay videos, product reviews, that sort of thing. Back to like what I was doing. Um, but yeah, as far as some changes, what we've got, as far as in flat screen gaming, we've got the rise of the handheld PCs spurred by this guy here, the Valve Steam Deck. Is pretty much what started it. I know there were ones before the Steam Deck, but they were much more niche, more expensive, much smaller runs, smaller companies. This was like the first major player jumping into the market and doing it for a much lower price and kind of spurred it out there. Now we've got a lot of other big manufacturers jumping in on the trend. The Asus ROG Ally. We've got the Lenovo Legion Go and the new one upcoming from MSI. I'm sure we'll see some more. Uh, I, that thing's very good. One of my favorite purchases. So may do some videos on it. As far as VR gaming is concerned, the kind of the big change we've got out was release of this guy right here, the Quest 3. I can do a much more deep dive in it, but long story short, it's certainly worth the upgrade. It's very very good, very good headset. They did a lot of a lot of good improvement, a lot of um, I said improvements over the Quest 2. Nothing wrong with the Quest 2. This one has just kind of surpassed it. Uh, so I've got some products that I'll be reviewing. I've got these guys. Well, I mean, I don't know. There's a whole lot to say to it, but these guys right here, the Zenni Optics, the prescription lenses for the headset. Those are, in my opinion, the number one must-have accessory. uh, Everything else you can live with the way it is, but I don't know. I can't stand wearing my glasses on the headset. Maybe my head's just too big. They're too wide. I don't know, but they really pinch when I wear them. As far as from High Blocks, I've got a strap from High Blocks that I've been using for a little bit. Really enjoying that. I've got a knockoff AliExpress strap. Um, I got these a few days ago, High Blocks knuckle straps. I've been using those, been enjoying those. I'll do a video on those. I've got this just came the other day from Desk Tech, a new strap here. I've tried it out today, really enjoying it. But one thing I can say as far as this packaging, I feel like they really knocked it out of the park. Has some really cool looking box there. But as far as VR itself, I said we've got the Quest 3. Then we have tons of games coming to VR. We've got the Asgard's Wrath 2, which biggest game ever on the Quest standalone headset. So massive RPG, exclusive to the Quest. So that's awesome seeing a game like that. When before a lot of standalone games were much smaller experiences, but we've got a full-fledged, full-blown RPG. Um, and then we're seeing the trend of more AAA, bigger developers moving into the standalone Quest market, like the Assassin's Creed game, which I haven't played yet. We've got Vampire the Masquerade, another big name IP. We've got Bulletstorm VR that was ported to the Quest, which I know there were some issues at launch. I tried it, I really enjoyed it, but there were a few issues. But I did see they are working on a patch, to try to fix some of those. So I expect the game's going to be awesome. like I said, I enjoyed what I played, even though there were some graphical glitches. Um, then on the PC side, I really wish we would have, gotten a PC version for Asgard's Wrath 2, just like we did with the first one, which I never understood why they didn't, move that one to Quest. But I guess making a sequel makes a lot of sense, and it does make a lot of sense being exclusive to the Quest headset because that's, the number one out there. And then, if you got a killer app, maybe help sell the headsets. But it's a lot of work to port the same game to PC. For basically the same pool of customers. Because I assume there's probably not that many people out there still with just a Rift headset. And we've got, but like I said, on the PC side, we've got Prey Dogs, Unreal Engine VR injector for Unreal Engine 4 and 5 games. I've been messing around with that a little bit. And it's pretty slick. Works pretty good. Works better, obviously you do some tweaking or find a profile, someone's already tweaked and load in there, but I mean, you can pretty much just you know, pull it up, start your game and you're off. But you can tweak in motion controls and stuff in some games. And I've tried, Remnant 2. I tried Robo Quest, I think it is. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm super excited to see, how that goes. And then most recently for the Quest standalone, we've got the Citra VR port, the VR port of the Android version of Citra for 3DS emulation, and I've been messing around with that the past few days, and I don't know, in my opinion, it's kind of the best way to play 3DS games now because you can do it with the Quest controllers, or you can pair a Bluetooth gamepad. I've been using my PS5 controller and playing them. Um, but in the headset, I mean, you basically you're playing on a 3DS, the size of a couple TVs. The 3D effect is much better, much better screen quality in the Quest versus what you had on the 3DS. Um, so yeah, that's awesome. A little glitchy here and there, but I expect it's still in beta. It just came out. I mean, what, like a week ago. Uh, so super excited to see where that goes, and I would love to see more VR emulator ports under those PPSSPP VR. I really haven't messed with that. I really ought to. I think I've installed it, but not put any ROMs, any ISOs in it. But yeah, a lot of stuff coming. I've been saying this a whole bunch. Right now VR gamers are eating good because man, we got new stuff every day. What a time, right? But super excited to be back putting out on the channel. Going to be adding, I said, some gameplay videos and game reviews. I've got so many, I might as well start reviewing them for you guys. For anyone wondering, you know, what game you ought to get, whatever, what my opinion are. Um, but yeah, again, welcome back. Appreciate all the support. Hope you guys have a great evening, and thank you.